everyone. If you're wondering why I have these little nubs on top of my head, it's because I'm doing a Halloween tutorial. I have been wanting to do a little like Bambi deer tutorial, or just like look in general, just for me to have fun, for a really long time, and I just have never really gotten around to it, so I thought I would get that done earlier rather than later in October. Unfortunately, this is early for me. But I'm just going to be doing this tutorial for you guys today. So I'm not going to be talking throughout the tutorial because I just want to be in the zone, creative zone. But I'll do a voiceover and list of products that I use, and I hope you guys really like it. Happy Halloween and keep watching. So to start, I'm just creating a base with some foundation. I'm pretty much only putting it on the spots where I would highlight those. So the middle of my forehead, down my nose, tops of my cheeks, and on my jawline. Those are going to be the lightest areas for the look. So those are the places that I want to start building up a lighter color. Now I'm taking a matte bronzer. This is the one from Too Faced that I would normally use. And I'm going to start by having this as my base contour or darkness. So I put it really harshly and all the way into the nose, around my temples, and really, really dark on the sides of my face. Now I'm just taking a concealer, and this is going to again build up the light area. So I'm putting that as like little semicircles under my eyes and on my forehead. Now I'm taking the NYX Milk Jumbo pencil. It's a white creamy pencil, and I'm going down the bridge of my nose and on my forehead as well. And then I'm just going to blend that out with a beauty blender, but I actually would suggest using your finger because the beauty blender blended it out a little bit too much for my liking. I needed it a little bit more intense for this look. So now I'm going to make my contour even more precise using the exact same contour shade as before, but using a fluffy blending brush, which I would normally use on my eyes. So I'm going to bring that in all the way to my nose again, and I'm pretty much just going to deepen up every area, including my nose this time. So I'm bringing that all the way around my eye socket into my eyebrow as well. That's going to help us to create the little Bambi nose later. And you need a very chiseled jawline for this as well. So make sure that you get some bronzer on the bottom of your chin. Then I'm taking an even darker matte brown shade, and this is just going to jack up this contour even more. And I'm just going to blend that in at the base of my cheekbone for my Bambi as well. And I'm taking that on my nose too, just so that everywhere is just getting darker and darker. By using multiple shades of brown, you're really going to build up the intenseness in a nice gradient way, rather than it being really harsh. Then I just took some of that NYX Milk pencil and put it on my lips so they kind of puckered out a little bit more, like a deer would, and I put some more white on my nose. I'm going to continually be building up the white and then darkening the brown. And unfortunately, I don't have the clip where I did my brows and nose, but it's very, very simple. You just take a dark brown matte shadow, bring it down the nose, and pretty much do a very intense contour with it, and feather it through your brows, making them very fluffy and hairy looking. Now I'm using a black gel liner to do my nose. Very, very minimal here. It's just a pretty much straight across black nose. Don't do it too rounded, it won't look as deer-like. And I'm just touching that up, and I brought a little bit of a line down towards my cupid's bow. And not all Bambi or deer tutorials will tell you to do this, but I really, really liked it, so I used the same gel liner to do some black on my lips. I'm not filling in my entire lip, just a little bit, because I think deers have little lips. So I did that, and I made sure that I put a little bit of foundation on the rest of my lip so that my lip that isn't covered by the black kind of blended in. Then I took a white liner and kind of went around where the top of my brow bone is there, and we're going to I noticed how funny my lips looked with the black. And I filled that in so that I'm still laughing. So that I could have a really highlighted brow bone like deers do. And then I just set it with a matte light shadow. Here I took a white eyeshadow and used that to set my nose and make it very light. Then I'm taking a shadow card called Barcelona Beach. It's a cool tone brown, and I'm using that to kind of chisel out where we put that white. This is going to just create more dimension to the face and start to create the eye look. And then I'm taking the other end of this brush, which is fluffy, and I'm blending just the same color over top so that it fades more. Then I took the NYX pencil again, and I'm just going to put that all over my lids. And I got kind of sidetracked and started adding my little fawn dots on my face. So you don't actually have to do this right now, but I just was dying to do it. And put them wherever you feel suits your face best. I really liked this one though. And then I just set my milk on my eyelid with some white eyeshadow. And I also did that to the dots. That will just make the longevity of the look last for a long time for your Halloween night. And I just kept adding it. It also just makes the white more intense, so it's a winner all around. Then I'm taking the small white eyeliner that I have. I'm lining my inner waterline so that it makes my eyes look bigger, and then I'm extending that past my lash line and just pretty much just making the whites of my eyes really big. So doe-eyed, because we are a doe, we're a deer. A female deer. And then I'm just setting that with a white eyeshadow again. So now I'm taking the bronzer again with a little pencil brush, and I'm going right underneath that white. This is just going to define that area even more and make our eyes look even bigger. This will pretty much create like a shadow, like you would have big eyes and there'd be a shadow underneath it. So I'm doing that, and I'm just smoking that brown out underneath the white area. And you should have some very deer looking eyes, and I was into it. And now I just took the bronzer again, but on a fluffier brush. That way I can blend it out and pretty much smoke it out some more and just make them look even deeper set. Now I'm taking my black gel liner. Now I'm going to do some winged liner because hell, why not? I'm just going to be a very glamorous deer, I guess. So this is kind of tricky though, because I put the wing pretty much going in between where the white is and the brown shadow is on both sides of the white, if that's making sense to you. So my liner is falling in between all of the colors, so it's kind of like a little sandwich, if you know what I mean. Take your time with it. It's not necessary though, but I do suggest doing some sort of liner, at least around your lash line, just to give you some more definition there. And then very lightly, I'm using my angled brush with my gel liner to do some little bottom eyelashes. I'm just drawing a couple lines out the corner underneath. It just gives an even bigger wide-eyed effect. So I did that to both of my eyes, and then I went to put some false lashes on. I wanted to give myself a little bit more of a highlight though, and popped my cheekbones even higher to heaven, and I used a white eyeshadow to do that. And again, like I said, I'm going in and I'm darkening, highlighting, darkening, highlighting. That's really going to give you that deer-like effect to your cheekbones, to your eyes, everything. Here I'm just sharpening up my contour with my beauty blender. Whatever excess product was on it is just helping me chisel that out even more. So I'm just going to use my white eyeliner again to do some smaller dots on my cheeks and putting those everywhere. Oh, by the way, my eyelash glue is just like still drying at this point, so I kept doing things while it was drying just so that it was tackier and would stick to my lashes better. So I'm just going to put some dots all over. So once your lash is on and you're looking like a fabulous little deer, I put some white on the front of my chin. That just brought it out even more. Again, we're highlighting, we're darkening, and then I just put some of that matte bronzer to contour around it again, just because deers have very pointed chins. Okay everyone, so this is my finished Bambi deer fawn tutorial. And I love it. I wish that it was normal to look like this. I think it's so cute. and it's really fun and girly, and like I'm just wearing, okay, this looks very red on camera, but I'm just wearing a brown sweater and my little ears are my little buns. Like, it's a very easy thing that you could throw together last second if you have like a second Halloween party that you're going to during that full weekend of Halloween, or if you just have no ideas but you don't want to buy anything. I used like bronzers, my foundation, white eyeshadow. It's things that you have lying around probably in your makeup collection or in your wardrobe, or things that you can use after this. So I think it's a really, really great little Halloween look, and I hope you guys liked the video. Happy Halloween! Bye!